The bar was filled with an electric atmosphere brimming with laughter and conversations. Among the guests were Clara and Jake, a couple known for their playful teasing and seemingly perfect relationship. Her laughter rang out easily, drawing everyone's attention. Jake often stayed in the background, a quiet partner supporting her from the sidelines. As the evening went on, Clara drank a bit more than usual, and her confidence sharply increased. "You're just standing there like a puppy," she said playfully. "Jake, why don't you go see how it's done in the corner?" She laughed and nudged him. Laughter erupted around them. But Jake's smile quickly faded. "Come on, Clara. It's not funny," he replied, trying to stay calm. The teasing continued, and Clara's friends encouraged her, amplifying her antics. But as the laughter spread around, Jake's mood changed. Clara felt a familiar irritation rising to the surface. She was used to being the center of attention, her charm captivating everyone. But today, everything seemed different. The way she mocked him, even in gestures, struck him deeply inside. He felt his cheeks burning with shame and anger at the same time. "Why do you always make fun of me?" he muttered. But Clara just laughed, her eyes sparkling with mischief. The night went on, but Jake found it increasingly difficult to shake off the feeling of humiliation. Clara kept dancing and flirting with friends, her laughter echoing in his ears. After a few hours, he quietly moved to a corner of the bar, trying to gather his thoughts and calm his emotions. Clara, unaware of his state, continued to have fun. "Jake, stop sulking, come to us," she called, noticing his absence. But he remained silent, anger quietly simmering inside. When he finally returned, Clara was engrossed in conversation with friends. "There you are. I thought I lost you," she teased playfully, poking him. "Breaking point," he snapped, the words escaping before he could stop them. The room fell silent. Clara's laughter faltered, her voice filled with confusion. "What's that supposed to mean?" she asked, her voice laced with confusion. He replied steadily, but with pain. "I'm tired of you treating me like a joke. You always act like I'm weak, and I'm sick of it." His words hung heavily in the air. Clara's smile faded, replaced by concern and surprise. "Jake, I didn't mean it like that," she said, stepping closer. But he stepped back, shaking his head. "No, Clara, you don't get to mock me. I'm not some plaything for you to tease." Her expression shifted from surprise to regret. "I was just joking," she protested, unsure and serious now. The realization of his hurt dawned on her. Her playful demeanor turned serious. The tension was palpable, and Clara's heart raced. She had never seen Jake this upset. He usually laughed at her jokes, but now he stood firm, a storm lurking behind his calm demeanor. "Maybe I can't take it anymore," he said, the words hanging in the air like a challenge. Clara felt a pang of guilt. "Sorry, Jake. I didn't mean to hurt you. I thought we were just having fun," she said quietly. But the irritation in her eyes was noticeable. Instead of accepting the apology, Jake's thoughts raced. He had held these feelings too long, a mix of anger and sadness flaring inside. The fire ignited by her careless attitude toward his feelings. "Maybe I'm tired of being the supportive guy who just laughs." His voice grew louder. The play on words that once brought them closer now tore them apart. Jake felt a rush of adrenaline, a desire to show that he was not a weak and passive partner. He said firmly, "You know, I'm done with this." With these words, he spun on his heels and left, leaving Clara in shock and confusion. He stepped out of the bar. The cool night air slapped his face like a slap. His heart was pounding fast, not from anger, but from a new feeling of freedom. Diving deeper into the plot, I invite you to join our storytelling community at Lauren Story. If you're interested, subscribe so you don't miss new stories. Each new story is a front row seat to unforgettable journeys that may resonate in your own life. Let's continue and see how this plot unfolds. After walking a few blocks, Jake stopped and took a deep breath. He pulled out his phone and sent Clara a message, ready for the next step. He said he needed time to think things over, and that it wasn't just about tonight. He wondered if he had overdone it, but still sent the message. He wanted to show that he could stand up for himself. Minutes passed, and a feeling of pride grew within him. He had been weak in their relationship for too long. Now he felt the strength to reclaim his identity. Clara's phone rang after a few minutes, and her heart sank as she read the message. She realized her jokes had gone too far, but didn't know how to fix the situation. She never meant to hurt Jake. Now it seemed she had lost him. When Clara left the bar, her thoughts raced. She had to find him to apologize and explain her intentions. She walked the streets, doubting whether Jake would want to listen to her. After a few hours, she found him sitting on a bench in the park. He was looking at the ground, his shoulders tense, and his face showed an inner struggle. "Jake," she called softly. Approaching him, he looked up, his face unreadable. "Clara, he began, but she interrupted him, kneeling beside him. "No, let me speak," she said. "Sorry for what I said. I didn't mean for you to feel weak. I thought we were just joking." Her voice trembled with vulnerability. Jake sighed, running his hand through his hair. "It hurts, Clara. I'm tired of always being the one laughing at your jokes. And you mock me? I want you to see me, truly see me." "I see you," she replied, tears filling her eyes. "But sometimes I forget how to be serious. You mean so much to me, and I never wanted you to feel that way." While Clara was speaking, Jake felt the walls he had built around himself begin to crumble. Her sincerity touched his heart. She reminded him of the love they shared. "I need you to understand. I will no longer tolerate being treated like a joke," he said, firmly. Clara nodded, her heart pounding wildly. "I promise. I'll try to be better. I don't want to lose you over such foolishness." She reached out her hand to his, and after a brief hesitation, he took it. At that moment, a new spark of understanding appeared between them. At that very moment, they both realized the importance of communication and vulnerability in relationships. The game, which seemed harmless, revealed deeper issues that needed to be addressed. This was a turning point, a reminder that love requires both laughter and respect. Clara rested her head on Jake's shoulder, their hands intertwined. "Let's promise to always talk about our feelings, even if it's uncomfortable," whispered Clara. Jake nodded, feeling the warmth of her presence beside him. "I want us to grow together, not apart," said Jake. At that moment, they knew they had weathered the storm together and grown stronger. Their love was renewed through trials of misunderstanding and pain. They realized that true strength lies not only in laughter, but also in overcoming difficulties together. Thank you for being with me on this journey through the complexities of human relationships. If this story touched you, subscribe to Lauren's Story. Your support helps us grow and continue telling captivating stories of betrayal, revenge, and resilience. Share this story with someone who needs it. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. And together, let's continue exploring powerful stories that unite us all. Let's keep uncovering thrilling tales together that connect people, building bridges of understanding and inspiration among us.